you're interested in using SSL decryption but don't know where to start, or maybe you've tried to use it in the past and it hasn't gone to plan, well, today I'm going to talk about why you should be using SSL decryption and how you can leverage Palo Alto Network's network security platform to make your life a lot easier. As most of us are probably already aware, most internet traffic these days is using SSL in some form. And this is, of course, a great thing. SSL will keep a user's traffic private and secure, and it gives them a level of trust that what they're accessing is actually legitimate. This does, however, create a blind spot for security teams within an organization. SSL provides a convenient mechanism for attackers to hide their malicious traffic, and it's only getting easier for them. SSL certificates are cheap and easy to obtain, and web browsers now such as Chrome will actually even alert users to when a website is not leveraging SSL. And of course, attackers have now responded to this by using SSL in over 70% of their malware campaigns. And yes, we know that airports do get picked on a lot when it comes to cybersecurity analogies, but I think as you'll see in this image here, it does provide a very convenient way to explain what's happening here. Effectively, if you are not decrypting SSL traffic, it really is like letting passengers through your airport without scanning their luggage. So with all this information we now have around why internet traffic needs to be decrypted, why is SSL decryption still so rarely used? Well, it largely comes down to a user experience problem. SSL decryption can break applications, and this not only causes headaches for the user using their application, but also the network and security teams that's then left to troubleshoot the issue and try and figure out what's gone wrong. And here's an example of what can happen when SSL decryption does go wrong. As we can see here, Dropbox is not connected properly, and what we're left with is an error message that is far from helpful. This then leaves the user frustrated and unproductive, and then it becomes the network and security team's problem to try and figure out what's happened. So what can we do to make this easier? Using the Palo Alto Network's network security operating platform, I'm going to show you 3 ways that we can help with your SSL decryption journey. First one is security-focused URL categories. Palo Alto Networks categorizes websites based on their risk, and this category can serve as a great point for you to start on your SSL decryption policy. Targeting SSL decryption towards riskier URL categories has 2 main benefits. Most malicious content will exist within one of these riskier categories. Therefore, just decrypting these alone will give you quite a bit of security value straight up. Now, of course, you would need to go on and add further as you go, but this is a great place for you to start. The second benefit is the likelihood of application traffic that's critical to a user being caught under one of these categories is low. Therefore, the likelihood of you breaking someone's application is also lower as a result. The second feature is dedicated SSL decryption logs. What good is SSL decryption if you don't have the visibility required to troubleshoot it when it does sometimes go wrong? With SSL decryption logs, you can gain insight into all sorts of useful information to make troubleshooting these sorts of things a lot easier for you. This even includes an error index field, which will describe the exact reason decryption has failed. And as you can see in this example, a PIN certificate is the issue. And finally, and certainly my favorite of the 3, automation. What if we could automate the process of bypassing an application that is not compatible with decryption? Using the error index field within the decryption logs I showed you earlier, we can leverage that to run a playbook within Cortex XOR that will go through a series of checks on the URL to make sure that it is valid, and if it is, it will be added to an SSL decryption bypass list automatically. And as you can now see, this user can access Dropbox successfully. They've not had to log a ticket on the service desk, and the network and security team have not had to lift a finger, all through the power of automation. I hope that's given you some ideas on how you can implement an effective SSL decryption strategy within your organization. And if you are in the market looking at different network security products, it's important that you do look beyond what features are available on the data sheet. Every network security product will support SSL decryption, but what's it actually like to use day to day? What capabilities are made available to you to make operationalizing something like SSL decryption easy? And this is where I think Palo Alto Networks is unique. We don't just offer you features for the sake of it, we ensure that usability is built into every single feature that we offer so that you make the most of your investment and protect your organization to the best of your ability.